Greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That is why we are here. Every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 3 decades plus of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing and regenerating system. It's designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while that may seem like a miracle to some folks, this renewing system is really nothing more than just the way the body works. Hi, welcome to The Bright Side, friends. I am Pharmacist Ben. Our number today, 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products or anything we're speaking about here today, if you have a comment or success story you'd like to share, 844-236-6010 is our number. We love hearing from you. 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase longevity products, you can call 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470, or you can head to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com and purchase longevity products right off the website. We've got blog posts and news stories and videos and lots of free information on all our websites, as well as the longevity products, and a Join the Team Now link that you can click on if you want to sign up to join the Brightside Ben team at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com, or you can call 866-735-2470 to order products or to sign up to join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $30 fee. You can be in business for yourself if you're an entrepreneur or you like the entrepreneur lifestyle, if you like working for yourself, making your own hours, making as much or as little money as you like. Some folks are making $100 a month. Some folks are making $10,000 or even $100,000 a month selling longevity products and helping spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program changing lives at the most fundamental level there is. I have been working with the longevity products now for 20 years, and in those 20 years, I can't tell you how many people I've seen benefit from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, the Fuchs Z, as well as the other longevity products. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please call 866-735-2470 for more information, or click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. Also want to remind you to check out our Truth Skin Health products. We've got Valentine's Day specials coming up at truthtreatments.com. We have a skin health blog at truthtreatments.com. Never any preservatives, fragrances, fillers, waxes, emulsifiers. Nothing your skin doesn't need or doesn't want in any of our Truth Skin Health products, because we honor the skin, and you should honor your skin. The skin is a beautiful, magnificent organ that is so underappreciated. The chemistry, the biochemistry of the skin is so magnificent and so complex and so finely tuned. Nobody should ever have sick skin. Nobody should ever have dry skin. Nobody should ever have dry skin. That should come as a surprise to a lot of folks. Nobody should ever have dry skin, because human skin is designed to be soft and moist. Human skin is designed to be hydrated. If you have dry skin, you have a biochemical health issue. Yes, skin problems are health problems. They're not beauty problems. We got to take the world of skincare out of the beauty realm and put it smack dab in the middle of the health realm. Dry skin, aged skin, damaged skin, acne skin, whatever kind of skin health problem you have is a health issue and needs to be regarded as such. I did my moment of truth today on this idea that we can just rub stuff on the skin and have better skin for it. No. The skin's an organ. You can't rub stuff on your liver and have a better liver, and you can't rub stuff on your heart or your spleen or your lungs and have a better heart or spleen or lung. You got to be healthy nutritionally to have a healthy heart or spleen or lung or bone or any other part of the body. But for some reason, it doesn't compute with the skin. We're under this mass illusion that we can just rub something on the skin and take care of our dry skin. It's even worse than that. It's even worse than rubbing the stuff on the skin isn't going to make the skin any better. As it turns out, the more stuff you put on the skin, the more likely it is that your skin is going to maintain its diseased state. There's very little you can put on top of the skin in the realm of cosmetic ingredients that will make a difference in the skin. But what you can do is you can put vitamins on the skin. You can nutriate the skin, especially with the skin's favorite nutrients. If you're not using fat-soluble vitamin C and you're not using vitamin A, you're missing the boat on topical skincare. And by vitamin A, I mean retinol or retinoic acid. If you're not using retinol or retinoic acid and fat-soluble vitamin C, you are missing the boat on having healthy skin. If you have dry skin and you're not using fat-soluble vitamin C, you're not going to be able to change that dry skin topically. If you have dry skin and you're not taking your ultimate EFAs, you're not going to be able to do much topically with the skin by rubbing a cream on. This idea that we can rub creams and lotions on our skin and be better off for it is just nonsense. And it's misleading for companies to tell us this. And we got to be wise as a serpent. We've got to cut through the baloney of marketing and of advertising and of the blind leading the blind. Yes, it's not like these companies are necessarily being deceitful. They don't know any better, because that's how skincare's always been done. But what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. That's basically what we talk about here on this program. We bust myths. We bust the idea that you can get better by taking medicine. We bust the idea that you can have better skin, the myth that you can have better skin by putting stuff on top of it. We burst the bubble of the medical model that says that when our body is falling apart, we got to go to the doctor. The whole idea that we talk of the bright side, the theme of the bright side, is that we can take care of our own health business, but we've got to treat the skin and we've got to treat the body the way it wants to be treated, with nutrition, with health, and with mental and emotional as well as spiritual strategies. Now, we've been talking about the skin and the mind-body connection for a while now. We're going to continue talking about it. We all love the skin. There's something about the skin that is important to us, probably because everybody can see our skin. But taking care of the skin seems to be so confusing, and this is why we have so many skincare companies. This is why we have so many skincare products. When you think about it, why should you need all of these different skincare companies and all of these different skincare products? If we're truly taking care of our skin the way it should be taken care of, all you need is a couple of ingredients. All you need is one or two types of products. You don't need to have thousands and thousands of skincare companies and hundreds of thousands of products and ingredients. The reason we have so much is because nothing's working and everybody's frustrated. There's this collective frustration with the quality and the texture and the look and the appearance and the health of our skin. It's a collective frustration that I first saw in the late 1980s when I was working as a pharmacist. My background is working in the laboratory, and as a pharmacist working for Kmart Pharmacy, I saw people come into my pharmacy and they were like, "Ben, nothing's helping my dry skin, nothing's helping my eczema, nothing's helping my acne. My skin is drier after I put my lotion on than it was before." And you know what? That was 1988 and 1989, and the situation hasn't changed. 30 plus years later, we still have this collective frustration with how our skin looks and appears. And it's because our techniques, our understandings, how we're doing it, how we're addressing our skin issues is not working. In my moment of truth today, I said, what you need to do is you need to take care of the inside out. You got to take care of the skin from the inside out. That is with good nutrition. Essential fatty acids are key. In fact, fats are key. Essential fatty acids, your ultimate EFAs, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin D, the minerals selenium and zinc, and then from a topical perspective, alpha hydroxy acids or beta hydroxy acid, we'll talk about that when we come back from our break, as well as vitamin C and vitamin A. And maybe some zinc or zinc oxide if you have some kind of rash, or to protect your skin from the sun. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Got lines open for you, 844-236-6010. We'll take a commercial break and be back on The Bright Side right after this. All right, we're back on The Bright Side. Pharmacist Ben here, and we do have lines open. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have questions about skin health issues or skin health products or the longevity products or common or success story you'd like to share, we love those. And if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. If you want to purchase longevity products, call 866-735-2470 or head to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And if you're an entrepreneur and you want to make some money, if you want some a supplemental income, if you want to supplement your income, or if you want to have a full-time job, if you're in the network marketing business, you need to check out the longevity products, especially if you're health-oriented, if you like nutritional supplementation, if you like changing lives at the most fundamental level there is, which is the level of good health. You owe it to yourself to at least take a look at the longevity business opportunity. Call 866-735-2470 for more info, or head to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com and click on the Join the Team link for a one-time $30 fee. You can be in business for yourself. Also, take a look at our True Skin Health products if you are the type of person that likes skin health products. If you want to honor your skin, and that's what true treatments are about: honoring your skin. True treatments are about loving your skin. True treatments are about only putting things on your skin that are going to make a difference on your skin, not putting crappy ingredients on your skin. Look at the ingredient deck. We got to be ingredient deck readers. Look at the ingredient deck on your favorite moisturizer or anti-aging product. If you see a long list of ingredients, that's a product you don't want to go near. Why would anybody need to put 50 or 60 different ingredients on their skin? That's what your average skincare product has, 40, 50 ingredients in it. Why would anybody need that many ingredients on their skin? They don't. You just need a little active material, vitamin C and vitamin A, and maybe a delivery system, and that's it. If you see a long list of ingredients, we got to be ingredient deck readers. The ingredient deck tells you what you need to know. And we got to be ingredient deck readers with our skincare products. Got to be more savvy with our health. Have you been hearing about I don't want to digress, but I'm going to digress a little bit here. I was at the airport. I was traveling the last couple of days. I was at the airport, and I saw all these people wearing masks because everybody's afraid of the coronavirus. I was at a trade show. There were people who wouldn't shake my hand because they were afraid of the coronavirus. You hear about this coronavirus. This is how silly we are collectively as a culture when it comes to health. Everybody's terrified of the coronavirus. Coronavirus has been around for a long time. The coronavirus that they're talking about today is one type of coronavirus. There are multiple types. There's probably 7 or 8 different coronaviruses. And the coronavirus, by the way, the name corona refers to the crown-like shape of the virus. Corona means crown. So this coronavirus that they're all talking about today has killed a couple hundred people. Out of 7 billion people in the world, a couple hundred people have died from the coronavirus. Do the number, do the mathematics on that. Out of 7 billion, 8 billion people maybe, 200 have died. For the most part, if you get the coronavirus, you'll catch a cold. It's basically a cold. You get a runny nose, you get some cough. If you're really sick, or you're on medication, or you're in a hospital, you might end up with pneumonia. But it's not like you're going to walk around and drop dead of the coronavirus like some zombie, like one of those zombie movies. That's what the media wants us to think. That's what government agencies want us to think. Now, whether or not there's a control trip that's involved, whether or not they want people freaked out so they're all run to get vaccinated, I don't know. It seems like that might be a possibility. Nonetheless, we are all responsible for our own health and how we take care of our bodies. Don't fall for the myth. Don't fall for the hype. The coronavirus is a bunch of hype. Remember the Zika virus? Everybody's freaked out about the Zika virus a couple years ago. A couple years before that, everybody's freaked out about the Ebola virus. Before that, it was the bird flu and the swine flu. And every couple of years, there's this virus that's supposed to freak everybody out and have people running to their doctors for medication or going to the drugstore to get masks. This is a reflection of our collective ignorance about the biochemistry of our bodies and about the health of our bodies. For some reason, we believe that we can't understand our bodies, that it's too complicated. Now, if you've been listening to this program, you know that if you can understand your plumbing, understand the plumbing in your house, you can understand your body, because that's all health really is. It's about circulation, the movement of fluids, or disease is about stagnation and the clogging of fluids. Get on a supplement program. Make sure you're eating correctly. Make sure you're moving your body. Make sure you're practicing your spiritual, mental, and emotional strategies as well. And you don't have to worry about the coronavirus, and you don't have to worry about skin health issues either. I've been doing skincare now for 30 plus years. And if I've learned anything, it's this. The skin is designed, like the body, like the organ, all the organs inside the body, the skin is designed to be healthy. It is designed from billions of years of evolution to be soft, to be hydrated, to be strong and resilient, to have a barrier that withstands assaults. If it does not have a barrier that withstands assaults, if you're dealing with eczema, which is a barrier issue, if you're dealing with acne, which is a hyperproliferation of cells moving too fast or growing too fast or oils being secreted too much, or you're dealing with psoriasis, cells growing too fast, or you're dealing with dry skin, which is a barrier issue and a problem with cells holding on to water, you're dealing with a health problem. It's not a situation of rubbing a cream on. It's a situation of addressing the health of the tissue. One of the keys to understanding the body as a whole, and the skin specifically, is the cellular nature of the body. See, the body's made up of cells and stuff. Cells and extracellular matrix. When we're sick, when our skin is lousy, the problem is at the level of the cell, but we see it at the level of the extracellular matrix. This is so important to understand. Where we see the problem is not where the problem is. Now, in the case of the skin, the cells are located deep. It doesn't look like there's depth to the skin. If you hold your arm in front of your eyes and look at your skin, it doesn't look like there's depth there, but there is. We have to use our imagination to understand the depth of the skin because it's counterintuitive. If you understand that there's depth, you'll begin to see how crazy it is to rub something on the surface and to expect to affect changes at the levels of the cell, which are deep. The skin's got multiple layers. The living, or as we say in chemistry, the viable cells are located lower. They're called the basal layer, or the basal cells, or the squamous layer, or the squamous cells. That's why you have basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma. You don't have cancer in the upper levels because the cells are not living. They're dead. They're carcasses. They're shells. Until they get to the very top. At the very top, they're completely dead. There's a little chemistry that's going on, but they're not living any longer. But that's where we put our product. We rub our product on our dead skin cells, and then we end up with soft, dead skin. Congratulations. For a $100 moisturizer, we get soft, dead skin. If you can feel your product on the surface of the skin, this is another illusion. We rub stuff on the surface of the skin, and we feel our product, and we think we've done something to the skin. Think about this. You take your cream or your lotion, you rub it on the surface of the skin, and then you slide your finger along the cream or lotion that you just rubbed along the skin, and you go, oh, I'm moisturized. Oh, that feels lovely. You've just felt the wax and the oil and the emulsifiers and the preservatives and the silicone and the water and all of the stuff in the cream. You haven't done anything to the skin. But it's even worse than that, because when you put stuff on the surface of the skin, you disrupt the chemistry. When you put stuff on the surface of the skin, you disrupt skin chemistry, and this leads to unhealthy skin. And then, of course, you need more product, which leads to more unhealthy skin, and more product, more unhealthy skin. And this is the situation we're in. If you want to have healthy skin, you got to take care of it from the inside out with nutrition and from the outside in with nutrition as well. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll get your calls. All right, we're back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We've got lines open for you. We'll get your calls here momentarily, and you don't have to have a question about health challenge. You can just contribute to the conversation. Love talking to you guys. Love talking to my smart, bright side listeners. If you just have something to say, you want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have a success story you'd like to share, 844-236-6010 is our number. You can purchase longevity products at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com, or you can call 866-735-2470. And you can purchase our Truth Skin Health products at truthtreatments.com. Truthtreatments.com. It's about honoring your skin, loving your skin, respecting your skin by only putting things on the skin that the skin wants and loves and needs, and not putting a lot of stuff on the skin. Use Truth Treatments. You only need 1 or 2 drops of our Truth Transdermal C Serum. You only need a pea-size amount of our Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream or our Truth Retinol Gels. And you shouldn't have to put a lot of stuff on your skin. Truth Transdermal C Serum's got 5 ingredients in it. Truth Transdermal C Balm's got 4 ingredients in it. Truth Transdermal Retinol, our Truth Retinol Gels have 4 or 5 ingredients in them. You don't want to put a lot of stuff on your skin. This idea of just rubbing stuff on our skin obliviously has got to change. It's not fair to the organ that I love so much called the skin. TruthTreatments.com, TruthTreatments.com. All right, we'll get your calls here momentarily. From the World Health Organization, an outbreak, a global emergency as cases of coronavirus spread to 18 countries. Of course, it's centered in China. The latest figures in China, 212 people have died of the coronavirus. Yes, 212 people out of what? 1.5 billion people. 6,000 cases of the virus have occurred in the Hubei province. Out of 60 million people, 6,000 cases of the coronavirus. Out of 60 million people in the Hubei province, 6,000 people have caught a cold, which is what the coronavirus is. Yeah, it can kill you, but it doesn't kill you very often, and doesn't kill strong, healthy people. And that's the key right there, folks. You got to be strong and you got to be healthy. The way you stay strong and healthy is from two directions: by what you're putting in terms of nutrition, and what you're not putting in terms of crappy food and sugar. Has anybody done any studies on how many of these 212 people were sick? How many of these 212 people were eating crappy? How many of these 212 people were vitamin C deficient, or zinc deficient, or selenium deficient? Why are we blaming the coronavirus for the tragedy in China and the Hubei province and around the world? It just doesn't. It flies in the face of logic, folks. Our understanding of how to take care of the body flies in the face of logic. We operate emotionally. And therein lies a really big problem in our lives. We operate emotionally in our lives. We operate from our limbic system, from our emotional brain. We don't operate from our executive brain. We don't operate from the prefrontal cortex. We operate from our mammalian emotional brain, the limbic system brain, which encompasses the autonomic nervous system. That is the nervous system that we spend so much time talking about, that controls the digestive system, the immune system, the heart. We operate from that level. We've got to become rational, intelligent beings. We've got to learn to engage the executive center and the prefrontal cortex. Otherwise, we're going to be pulled hither and thither, to and fro, by people screaming at us about the New World Order, about the coronavirus, about this product or that product. The only reason we fall prey to this kind of mythology is because we operate emotionally. We operate from the limbic system. We operate in a way that transcends, or that precedes, rationalism. We have to learn to become scientific and rational. And that's what this program is about. That's why I do this program. That's why I explain everything. I explain everything so it's logical. We have this fear of chemistry, which is emotional. We have a fear of biology, which is emotional. And that leads us to become prey to those who would predate on us. Predators and prey. We become prey when we're scared. We become prey when we operate emotionally. We become prey when we operate from the pleasure-pain principle. And there's plenty of predators who will take advantage of that. All right. 844-236-6010. Let's hit the phones and go to David in California. Oh, shoot. David, call. I just hung up on David. I apologize for you. David, call back. I'm so sorry. Let's go to Lydia. I hit the wrong button. David, call back. We'll get you first up. Lydia, what's going on?
Hi, Ben.
Hello. What's cooking?
Well, I just want to thank you for what you just said. I think we all need to hear that. I mean,
which part? About how we operate emotionally and not rationally?
Well, how we're all prey about this corona stuff, and I'm not letting it get to me. And it really made me feel good about listening to you today on that, because I really needed to hear that. So I'm not affected. I have to admit, I've been trying to buy masks, but
you were going to buy. There's nothing. Isn't that crazy? There's nothing a mask can do. There's nothing a mask you can. It can be spread on your hands. You know,
or in your eyeballs.
Or in your eyeballs.
I'm carrying my colloidal silver. No.
It's crazy. Anyway. So you supplement. You get yourself on and make sure you know what the most important supplement for all this is vitamin C. Make sure you're using your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Vitamin C, zinc, and selenium.
Milligrams.
What's
just
that?
Took 1,000 milligrams about a half hour.
Good for you.
So anyway.
I'm guaranteeing you. You stay on that vitamin C. I'm going to guarantee you something. You are not going to get coronavirus. Guaranteeing it. 100%.
Vitamin C is one of my consistent vitamins. I have a few consistent ones I'm really good on. But anyway,
and it's so cheap.
I wanted to. Oh, well, the one I get is the lipospheric stuff. But anyway,
Even then, it's
not
cheap.
that.
What is it, like $20 a bottle? How much is it?
I buy in the little packets. That's what I enjoy doing. But
even then, it's much more inexpensive than drugs. And
well,
way
when you
better
look at
for
it
you.
oh God, yeah, you're right. Thank you. You're right. Okay, now I'm calling you about skin, which I think is probably my first skin call.
Okay, all right.
And I should have called you a few months ago, but I didn't because I am embarrassed that I have it. But I don't want to be that way.
Okay.
So it's better, and I think it's because of that 5% retinol stuff because I was putting it heavy on there. But I don't know if that's why. Maybe
how's your skin handling 5%? How does your skin handle 5% retinol? Good.
No, it's like no problem at all for me.
Good for you.
I've never had a reaction at all. I mean, I don't know. I like that I bought the 5. But anyway, okay, what I wanted to say is that now it's not on my face. It's like right below the jawline. Where's this like patch of skin? Not on my neck. It's like right below the jaw, on the right side only of my face.
Got it. And it's a patch of dry skin?
It's kind of like dry, that it looks kind of like chicken skin, but doesn't have bumps. It's just like looks like. And I want to know what that was.
Whenever you have a patch of dry skin that doesn't fit in with the rest of your skin, it's just an alone patch. That's a barrier. That's a barrier condition, a skin barrier condition, and that implies eczema. Eczema is an immune system reaction. It affects how the skin cells grow, and it impairs the barrier. When cells don't grow correctly because of inflammation and immune problems, you get a disruption in that barrier, a break in the barrier, and it can be perceived as dryness. So it's a little patch of eczema. Eczema is always an inflammation and immunity, and there's 2 factors that you want to take. And this is for all eczema: inflammation and immunity. Immunity means something is getting into your body that shouldn't. And that's, of course, that means food. And inflammation can be the result of that, but it can also be the result of nutritional deficiencies. The skin is very, very sensitive to nutritional deficiencies, particularly in fats. When we don't get enough fats, we're more prone towards inflammation. By fats, I mean essential fatty acids, as well as vitamin A. Hang tight, we'll take a break, and we'll continue with them back.
Okay.
All right, don't go away, Lydia. Hi, Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this. Bright side, finishing up with our friend Lydia. Lydia, there?
Yes.
Get going here. So patches always mean that there's a barrier disruption on the surface, and that's what you're feeling is the incompletely formed barrier, the end result of the incompletely formed barrier. And that means fats and fatty vitamins, especially omega fats, your ultimate EFAs. Vitamin A is so darn important topically as well as internally. Maybe the most important vitamin for the skin. Maybe the most important nutritional supplement you could ever take for your skin. EFAs are certainly up there. You need about 20,000 IU of vitamin A. And if you're not absorbing out of the intestine, vitamin A is absorbed out of the intestine. If you have Crohn's disease or celiac or irritable bowel syndrome, it becomes extra important that you make sure you're supplementing with 20,000 IU of vitamin A. Zinc and selenium are also important for overall skin health. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lydia.
Thank you, Ben, because I really want to get this out here. I don't think I have eczema. I just looked online to see what it looks like, and there was no redness at all. No redness at all. There's no.
It's just a patch.
It was not.
It's just a patch.
It was just a patch, but it's not even a patch. It just was under my jaw. Okay, I don't even want to call it a patch because there was no defining spot, and it was just like pinpoints of dots. They weren't.
It shouldn't be. Here's the thing, though, Lydia.
Dark dots.
It's a sign that the skin cells aren't growing correctly. That's all eczema means. It doesn't have to be red. Eczema simply means, eczema. See, here's the deal. I'll talk about this more on our next episode. How the skin forms is a very fascinating process, and there's zillions with a Z, zillions of different chemical reactions that have to occur appropriately for that barrier to form so the skin can be smooth and firm on the outside so the barrier can function. If any of those zillions of chemical reactions are not occurring as they should, and that's where nutritional deficiencies come in, the skin is not going to form correctly. The cells are not going to divide correctly, and the skin cells aren't going to move up correctly, and the net result is going to be a disruption in the surface, a breakup in the surface. It can show up as patches. It can show up as redness. It can show up in various forms. It could show up as an incomplete barrier, a pink color. There's all kinds of things that can happen, but basically what you're talking about is the movement of cells from the bottom layers upwards. This is so important. In your mind's eye, picture this, you guys. And Lydia, in your mind's eye, picture how cells are moving from the bottom upwards towards the top. And that process requires lots of chemistry. Do you know even the sloughing off of cells, which occurs every second of every day, the sloughing off of skin cells? As you're speaking to me here today, Lydia, skin cells are flopping off of the surface, and they're floating around in the air in your living room, in your bedroom, in your house. But that process of sloughing requires lots of chemistry. And sometimes that doesn't occur correctly, and you end up with a whiteness on the skin. People say your skin's ashy. That ashiness is a sign that chemistry is not occurring correctly. So even the flopping off of cells off of the surface requires chemistry. All that chemistry, of course, is a function of good nutrition. And considering, that we don't really have good nutritional status for the most part, very few people have a good, solid nutritional basis. They're getting the right supplements, they're getting the right nutrients, they're digesting foods correctly. Of course, given the fact that the skin moves so fast, so many of us are going to have skin problems. And then you end up with skincare companies saying, use this cream or that cream. La Mer, please, give me a break. All these products that you put on the skin that have 8,000 different... Look at the ingredient deck on La Mer, which costs about $400 a jar. You know what I'm talking about? La Mer, Lamer. All right, listen, Lydia, I got a bunch of calls here. Stick to truth treatments.
That's all I use. But I just want to ask one thing. What do I wash my body with? What kind of soap?
As little as possible. If you really want to know how to wash your face and how to wash your body, you got to. Maybe we'll talk about that. I like aloe vera, and I'm for my friends. Maybe I'll send you some. My complete cleansing concentrate. Send me your address. I'll send you my body wash. I haven't released it yet, and I've been using it for many, many years. All right, good. Lydia, got to go. Thank you so much. It's always nice hearing from you. Take care. All right, let's go to Bob in Minnesota. Thanks for holding on, Bob. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, Ben. Question on, does it really matter what the death count would be for the population as long as you have a strong immune system? I mean, does that indicator have any bearing no matter how high it is?
No, it's meaningless because you don't know what their immune system was like. You don't know if they were sick. You don't know if they were on medication. You don't know if they were supplementing. You don't know if they were eating crappy. It means nothing. That's a very good point. That number means absolutely nothing.
Regardless if it's super high.
What's that?
Regardless if it's super high.
Well, if it's like, if it's like the bubonic plague or something, 1 out of 3 people, then that's a little bit different. But it's not.
Okay, but in that case, the virus then is basically compromising even good, healthy immune systems.
It's unlikely that if you have a strong, healthy immune system that you're going to have a problem with the coronavirus or any other virus, for that matter.
Well, okay, but like you're saying, bubonic plague, that one...
We don't know. The bubonic plague...
If it's really high, I mean, my point is there a point where a virus is actually defeating a strong immune system?
It's a great question, and I'm just going to give you my opinion because I can't tell you the definitive answer. Could there be a virus that could override really healthy people? Seems unlikely because of evolution. We evolved with viruses. We evolved with bacteria. We evolved with assaults. And the immune system is designed to protect us from those things. So it seems unlikely. Is that a definitive yes or no? I can't give you a definitive yes or no. I don't know the answer to that. But it seems very, very unlikely that if your immune system is fully intact and strong and resilient, that you're going to have an issue with any virus. It seems very unlikely. The only people who have problems with viruses are people who are somehow compromised, for the most part. Now, there's exceptions, of course, but for the most part, it requires some kind of compromise. Now, is that 100% definitive? I can't tell you the answer to that. But just from a scientific perspective, it seems very unlikely. Does that help?
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, buddy. Take care. I can't tell you the definitive answer to that, but it does seem unlikely. All right, let's go to Dorian's been hanging on for a while. Let's go to Dorian, see what he has to say. What's up, Dorian?
Hi, Ben.
Hello.
I have a niece, 2 months old, and she doesn't sleep very well during the day.
If you have a niece 2 months, well, first of all, I can't. That's not necessarily an illness, but what I would do is I'd look for other symptoms. Number one, especially digestive symptoms. Babies have digestive problems. Babies are born with premature digestive systems, and babies depend on mother's milk to build their intestine and to build the immune system, which are basically, in large part, the same system. The immune system lives in the intestine. So if he hasn't been breastfed, or he wasn't breastfed long enough, or he was breastfed by a mom who was sick herself, it's likely that he's going to have some kind of digestive compromise, and that's what I'd be looking at. Is he colicky? Does he have problems with foods? Is he eating regular food, or is he drinking breast milk? Or is the mom healthy if she's breastfeeding? There's all these other questions. Insomnia is on its own, or I don't know if I call it insomnia with a 2-month-old, but if he's not sleeping, look for other symptoms. Is he cranky? Is he colicky? Does he cry a lot? Is he uncomfortable a lot? Or his bowel movements problematic? Those kinds of things. And that's where you want to that's where you want to direct your attention. Dorian, I want to get one more call, my friend. I hope I helped you out. Thank you so much. Let's go to Joe real quick, and you get the last word. Joe in New York. What's up, Joe?
This is not Joe. Hello?
Oh, you're not Joe? That's what it says is Joe. Who are you? Identify
I am
yourself.
from New York, and I think this is my call. I'd like to know the connection between herpes simplex virus and Alzheimer's. My name is Pat.
Oh, I don't know why it says Joe here. Okay, so here's the deal with the herpes simplex virus. The herpes simplex virus is, like all viruses, is an opportunistic virus. It affects us when we're sick, when we have some kind of health challenge. So the herpes virus, only like other viruses, it only affects us when our immune system's compromised. Alzheimer's disease is a deterioration of the brain. It's arthritis of the brain. When tissue deteriorates in the brain, obviously, you're going to have a brain problem. You're not going to be thinking clearly and correctly. This is compounded by fibers that form in the brain to kind of patch up the deterioration. The question is, what causes the deterioration? Well, usually the deterioration is caused by poor living. The relationship between a virus and deterioration of the brain is, if you have an inflammatory or immune condition, if your immune system is weak, if you're predisposed to inflammation, if your body is compromised, number one, you're going to be more likely to get the herpes virus. And number two, you're going to be more likely to have fibrosis or deterioration of neural tissue in the brain. So is there a causal relationship? Like, does herpes cause Alzheimer's? I would say that's unlikely. However, the same underlying factors that predispose you to a herpes viral infection, the same underlying factors, nutritional deficiency and bodily weakness, lend them, and digestive issues lend themselves to Alzheimer's, so they can occur together, although not causally. That is, one doesn't cause the other, although they can occur together because underneath there's the same problem that's associated with both, and that is bad living. That's what it's always been.
Herpes virus.
What's that?
How can you fight the herpes virus?
That's an awesome question. It's what we talked about here for a lot of this program. You strengthen the immune system. You don't eat foods that compromise the immune system. Sugar is one of the biggest bad guys. And you make sure you're supplementing with your Mighty 90 essential nutrients, especially vitamin C, zinc, and selenium. And I am so sorry, Joe. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.